Back at it at another trip. We're at Abrams Creek again, number 17. You can't keep me away from it. We're here, Connor's here, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Got the bag, it's looking ridiculous today. We're doing 2 nights, we're gonna try to do some fishing. I think tomorrow's the plan. It's gonna be to hike up to Abrams Falls and do some of that stuff. So I'm not gonna record any of the hike there. It's in my other video that I did at 17. Only real reason I wanted to record this time was just to show off some of the food we're going to be making, and hopefully we can catch some fish too. So yeah, I'm gonna probably record next when we get to the campsite and do the setup process, and then we'll get to cooking some dinner. So back at it again. I come to this site way too much. It's just so easy. It's like 45 minutes from my front door, so it's just a great site. It checks all the boxes. I think it's easily safe to say it's my favorite at this point. So we're gonna get hiking. I'll catch you at camp. Made it to camp, all set up now. Staying in the same spot I always stay at. Connor's set up here with the hammocks.
Hang gang.
Hang gang, baby. We got the table out. Everything's set up looking good. We're about to go collect some firewood. Got the usual tent set up tonight. I'm rocking with my 20-degree bag. I got a really nice sleeping quilt for my birthday that's on the way. It hasn't come in yet. But yeah, all set up. Looking very familiar. I love this place. So we're gonna get some wood and get a fire going. I don't think we're really gonna do a whole lot tonight. Besides just make dinner here in a little bit and sit around the fire. Gourmet dinner and sit around the fire all night. So wood time. We'll check in later. All right, we got all of our wood collecting done. Connor's got his life straw here for some reason. Got all our wood done. We got a pretty good pile there, and then I also split all that up, so that should last a while. Then we've got a lot more to go as well, but wood's done. We've just been kind of chilling for a little bit, so we're gonna go collect some water and then probably make dinner and then get the fire going after that. So definitely want to feature the food section of this video because I've never really filmed myself making any good food. So we got steak quesadillas on the menu. Then we're also going to make some outdoor boys style camp bread. I don't know if we're going to do that. We'll probably do that tomorrow maybe, but we'll see. We're just going to play it by ear. So
it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's going to be good. So we're going to head down to the creek and get our water filled up for the night, and then we'll check in when we start making dinner. And now we're cooking with grease. All right, it's dinner time. We've got a really kind of a go-to meal for me. Really easy, 3 ingredients, just tortillas, some like shredded, pre-seasoned ribeye, and then some kind of cheese and some butter. And all you do is just fry up the steak and then make quesadillas with it. Super good, super easy, and I'll film the process out. Almost done. All you gotta do, tortilla down in the pan. Throw some cheese all over it. Just like that. And you just take your steak and get that on top as well. And then really about the time, you know, when the cheese is melted and everything's looking good, it's good to go. Tortilla is nice and crispy. Throw your sauce on there. Best camping meal ever. Oof. So good. Cannot beat that right there. Melty cheese, crispy tortilla. Got another one going. Money. Alrighty, got the fire going. Don't know if you can see Connor, but he's here.
Definitely not.
And yeah, we're rolling. So we got a good wood stash. Should last us most of the night, but we'll see. It always burns quicker than I think. But just gonna hang out by the fire, probably make some s'mores later. I'll check in probably before we go to bed. And if we make some s'mores, I'll show that process. But yep, it is super toasty here by the fire. I was cold earlier and I even just took off my sweatpants because feels nice on the legs. So can never underestimate how much warmth a good fire provides. So we'll check in a little bit. But it's morning now. I think we both slept really well and kind of enjoying the sun's coming up. Gonna start making this bread soon, or at least starting the process, so we can just kind of let it get fermented. So yeah, just add some water to, I mixed together just yeast, flour, salt, and sugar, and just kind of add water and let it rise and then cook it over the fire. I'm not sure how well the camera's gonna pick this up, but Connor and I got this rock to make our bread on in a little bit, and I just noticed that right here there's a little isopod. You see these guys all the time, or I don't even know what that is honestly, but whatever it is. And then right down here there's a fossil of the same creature. Live one, fossilized version. That is so cool. Alrighty, it's about 11:30 now. And we're gonna go and hike to Abrams Falls. So it's like a 5-mile round trip from the campsite. Pretty easy hike from here, so we're just gonna go check it out and maybe fish a little bit there. So just kind of packing up our essentials and got the food hung up. So everything's battened down here, so I think we're gonna get ready to go do that hike. I might record a little bit of that hike just since there is some really pretty stretches along there, and definitely we'll check in once we get there. But I guess it'll probably take us an hour or so to get there, so we'll check in here in a little bit. All right, made it to Lunar Ridge, one of my favorite spots in the whole Smokies. It's really cool environment up here, and then some great views too. Our campsite is like right there, so it's not far at all from 17, and it's a really good place to go get some firewood. It's always nice and dry up here, and it's a really beautiful hike, honestly. I love going from 17 to Abrams Falls. There's just something special about it.
Wow, those are some pretty leaves. Those red ones at the very end of that tree, the last remaining ones.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here today. Made it to the falls. Really nice day for hiking. It's beautiful out now, nice and warm. Pretty busy here today, but it kind of always is. So Connor's doing some fishing. We just saw some really nice rainbows actually come up to the surface, so hopefully he gets a bite. We're gonna take it back if we catch one, so have a little accessory to our dinner. But just gonna hang out here for a little while and then head back to camp before too long. Don't want to. I mean, it's like 12:30 now, so we got a lot of time, but we'll probably head back before 2 or so. I'll check in probably when we get back to camp. All right, it's fire time. We got it going here, roasting some dogs. Just an easy dinner for the second night. We got a rock cooking in there. We're gonna make our bread on that here in a little bit, but yeah, right now just kind of chilling by the fire, eating a hot dog. I'm gonna eat another one with my bread, but wanted to have just one.
Yeah, plain they're pretty good too.
Yeah, I can't beat it. So yeah, we'll check in when we start making the bread. We're both very excited for that, so see you then. All right, we have extracted the rock from the fire. Is it hot?
Probably. It feels pretty hot.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
not as hot as we need it to
that's
be,
piping hot. That's perfect.
All right,
bread time.
Bread time.
So we got our dough. This has been rising for quite a while now.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it turned out. I added a little too much water.
Maybe a little too much water.
Hopefully I didn't mess it up.
Though.
All right, keep the hand clean. We're gonna go in. We're just gonna grab a handful. Uh-oh. It might be too wet.
Really?
Maybe not though.
I think that looks okay. Just give her a good,
okay?
give her a good roll. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great, but guess what?
Yeah, throw it on there.
Put some oil on there first.
We don't have any, so send it.
Oh, this is dumb.
Yeah, this is stupid. We tried it though.
We did try it. I can hear it fizzling a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so we got way too much water in the dough.
Yeah.
And now I have to go to the river and put my hands in the freezing cold water.
Correct.
Because I'm an idiot.
Well, shit.
Well, shit is right.
All right, it's time to make our camp bread. So we tried it on a rock and it didn't go so well. So we're gonna try it in the pan now.
I added too much water to the dough. So
yeah, the dough is a little watery, which is fine.
It's a little messed up.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, is what it is. So we're gonna have like.
Here's Connor.
Pancakey bread.
Yeah, Connor with the dough hands.
The dough hands.
Let's try it.
Oh my gosh.
It's sticky.
It is sticky. There's gonna be like
it's
pancakey biscuit type dough.
It's cooking. I'm gonna flatten it out. It is so sticky.
This is some of the stickiest dough I've dealt with.
Yeah. All right, let that go for a while. See what that does for us.
If anything.
Looks like it might work out. We're gonna find out though. We'll check back in when we flip it. Okay, we flipped it and we're actually kind of getting somewhere. Looks like a pretty good piece of bread. So I'm gonna let it finish and hopefully it's good. I'm feeling more optimistic now. So we'll check in a little bit. All right, finished product. We have at least something that looks like bread.
Hopefully it tastes like bread.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're gonna try it out.
Yeah, the bread chronicles are not gonna make YouTube. That was pretty tough.
Yeah, we had some difficulties initially. This is our first attempt.
Completely my fault, by the way.
Yeah, well, we tried to do it on a rock and
Forgot to put anything on the rock to like make it not stick.
That was a problem. So we're gonna cut into this thing. I got some honey to go with it. So let's try it out here. I'm gonna see if I can cut this in half and we'll get going. Okay, bread's done. We got it cut in half. I'm gonna try it out here. Cooked through, pretty good. Do some honey on here. It's hot. Just drizzle this on top here. All right.
Taste test.
Let's go for it. It's actually really good.
It worked out?
We did it.
Wow, there we go.
We did it.
Yeah, enjoy you some bread. I'm about to dig in myself.
Warm, fresh bread, baby.
Shout out Luke from the Outdoor Boys.
Shout out Luke. Man, that's really good. Yeah, get you.
Wow, I can't believe it worked out. All right.
Here, I'll take the camera.
We're digging in.
Get you some.
You just grabbed it and drizzled the honey on it?
Yep. It's hot. We burned it a little on one side.
Okay, I'm not gonna show them this side.
Too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Mmm.
I'll be the real judge of this because I eat honey and bread every morning. All right.
Yeah, try it out.
All right, let's test it.
What do you think?
Wow, that worked out.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's tasty. Pretty good. Okay, well, I think we've got one more little batch to make, so I guess we'll do that. I'm really glad this worked out, though. Yeah. Connor's eating the rock bread.
Yeah, so I can't lift it up, but it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but we forgot to put anything on the rock to make it non-sticky. But the bottom layer cooked into perfectly good bread.
And now we got another little nugget going there. So we're the bakers of the Smokies tonight. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
We're learning.
All right. Round 2 with the bread. Looks even a little bit better. It's really tasty. So definitely something I'm gonna start doing when I come out here for sure. So yeah, got the fire going. I think we're gonna make some s'mores and stuff, and we're gonna have to run down to the creek to get more water, but I'll probably check in before we go to bed. Good morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning here at 17. Just woke up. I think it's about 7:30 or so. Got the fire back going a little bit just to warm our appendages up and things. But yeah, we're probably gonna pack up and head out before too long. Alrighty, we're all locked and loaded. Campsite's cleaned up. Really pretty morning. Bags packed, fire's been doused. I'm gonna throw some more water on it in a second. And we're good to go. So we're gonna hit the trail and I'll catch you probably back to the car. Okay, we are back at the ranger station. Trip's done. Back at the car. All our gear loaded up. Connor, what do you rate the trip?
10 out of 10, easy.
10 out of 10. Favorite thing about the campsite?
Favorite thing about the campsite, it's flat and pretty accessible. Flat campsites, can't beat them.
It's true. What was the best part of the trip?
Best part of the trip, the weather. The weather was sublime.
The weather was bomb. It was a great trip. I also rated the 10. Okay, I'm back in the gear room now, and I just got back from the trip, so everything's unpacked. Took a shower, and I'm now just kind of unwinding, and just wanted to make sure the video had a formal outro, just because the one Connor and I tried to film had some technical difficulties. My GoPro really struggles in temperatures under like 60 degrees. It's kind of pathetic, honestly, but it was a really good trip. 17, just a wonderful site. I mean, I really like the proximity to all the hiking trails. Obviously, we had the fire on Hannah Mountain, I guess a few months ago at this point, that has left a lot of those trails closed, but you really get to just see a lot out there. It's a more quiet area of the park, and there's just a lot of really cool wildlife and things like there. Some great creeks. We heard a great horned owl our last night, which I don't think I've mentioned in the video yet, but we heard that. Unfortunately, didn't get out of the tent because it was like 4 a.m. and freezing. I really wanted to, but just couldn't get out of that sleeping bag in the moment. But I wish I would have now, because that would have been really cool. I've only ever seen one of those in the wild, but it was an awesome trip. I think Connor had a great time. We made some really good food, and just really looking forward to the next one. So, I mean, definitely my favorite part about 17 is just the flexibility you have with, you're able to go fly fishing if you want to do that. You can do a lot of hiking, and there's tons of good wood around there. It's a really well spaced out site. I made another video on it, so I'm sure I touched on a lot of my favorite things in that video, but just a beautiful site. So this weekend I'm heading to Citico Creek to do a little camping trip for my birthday. I don't really think I'll film much of it. It's going to be even colder, so I expect the GoPro to put up just an absolute fit. But I might record some of it and post it in a later video. But looking forward to the next one. Had a great trip, and we will see you in the next video.